Republicans are still worried that Donald Trump may try to intentionally sabotage the 2022 midterm races. And the main reason they're worried about that is because last week he totally admitted he was going to try to sabotage the midterm races if Republicans didn't all buy into his big lie about election fraud, which of course didn't happen. But it's not just that. Although that is a big part of it. Obviously, him saying, I'm going to keep all my Republicans home if you don't buy the big lie. Yeah, that's going to hurt Republicans. But the other side of that Republicans are freaking out about, is what happens if they all buy in and say, okay, elections are insecure, you can't trust it, voting is dangerous. Well, they know what's going to happen. What's going to happen is what happened in Georgia in the runoff election earlier this year, where you have a bunch of Republicans who say, screw it, I'm going to stay home. You're not going to count my vote anyway, so why should I waste my time to go vote? There's so much fraud, it's going to be stolen anyway, and I'm just not going to show up. So Republicans, much like Democrats for their own issues, have backed themselves into a corner. Either you go against Trump and you say that there was no fraud in the election and that our elections are safe, and you risk him telling Republicans to not vote, or you buy into the big lie, you tell everybody elections can't be trusted, and then Republicans say, well, to hell with it then, I'm not going to vote. Either way, you end up with a heck of a lot of Republicans that just decide to stay home on Election Day in 2022. And to be honest, that is exactly what these Republicans deserve. They did this. They created this monster. They fostered it all along the way. They raised it from its infancy and now to its rebellious teenage phase. That's where we're at with the Republicans and the big lie. Y'all could have stopped this in the beginning. But instead, more and more of you have started to spread these idiotic talking points as the year has dragged on. And now you're suddenly having that wake-up moment where you realize, oh no, this is somehow going to hurt me and my re-election. It's going to hurt the party. It's going to hurt our chances of taking back the House and the Senate when, based on what's happening with the Democratic Party, it should be very easy for Republicans to do that. Not that I want it to happen by any stretch, but Republicans winning in 2022 should have been a cakewalk considering what is happening on the Democratic side. But now they can't even count on that because they have spent so much time attacking the electoral process, casting doubt over every election in this country, and we're already starting to see the results, by the way. If you go on Gab or if you go on Parler, you will see posts of Republicans and then everybody else following along with it saying they're not going to vote in 2022 because their vote's not going to count, because the elections are already rigged. They're already starting with these idiotic talking points. Like in the party, the actual voters themselves are already saying these things. Let them say it. Let it happen. Republicans have no clean way out of this mess that they created. Because again, you can either go against Trump and he tells them all to stay home anyway, or you can go along with Trump and then the voters stay home because you're telling them the process can't be trusted. It's a lose-lose situation for Republicans, and they absolutely deserve it. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our channel for fresh content 7 days a week.